Hello students, welcome back. We talked about quadratic equations. Monic quadratic equations, not bad at all. Non-monic quadratic equations, oh, these were bad. At least some of them were. But we learned relatively powerful technique, I have to say, the tic-tac-toe method. There are other methods out there, but I like that method because it's graphic, easy to remember. Okay, now let's go over to other types of method. Square root method. If you have just x squared equals something, all you have to do is just plus minus square root and that's it. But you can actually you can extend this idea into complete square equal to something, then plus minus square root, and then some further algebraic operations here. Subtract b away and then divide by a. You can get it done. And if you use this kind of idea in, what can I say, all those symbolics, then you end up with this kind of formula down here. Now, am I going to spend time deriving this formula? I may, but if I do, then it's going to be an optional video. So I'm not going to do that in regular class. But everybody should remember this formula and know how to use it. Let's see. Do you have one such problem here? Can we factor it? It's monic, it's easy to see. Factors of 4 that'll add up to -6. No chance. 1 times 4, that'll add up to 5. 2 times 2, that'll add up to 4. No way. So how do we handle that? Well, there's something you can hold on to. So let's go ahead and do that. So x is equal to minus b, so negative of -6, and then plus or minus of square root and b squared minus 4 times a, that's 1, and c, that's 4, and divided by 2, what's a? That's 1. What did I just do? I put everything into this formula here. A is 1, b is -6, and c is 4, so I just put everything here. Of course, you're not going to write it as negative of -6, would you? -6 squared, nobody will do that. They will write 36 right away. I did it only because I'm doing it for the first time. So this should be just 6. And then this is going to be -6 squared, so 36. And then 4 times 4, this is going to be 16. Excuse me, typo. And 2 times 1 is just 2. So this whole thing will be, let me see. What do you get? 36 minus 16, I'm getting 20. As far as I'm concerned, it's okay to stop here. But my math lab may very well require to simplify this thing further. So let's go ahead and do that. 20 can be rewritten as 4 times 5. And then 4 is 2 squared, so I can bring it outside of the square root. This is 2 square root of 5 if I bring it out. Square root of 4 is 2, remember? So what do you get? You get x equals 2. 6 divided by 2, so 3, plus or minus, and square root of 5. 2 divided by 2 disappear. Or if you prefer, you can write like this. X equals to 3 plus square root of 5, or x equals to 3 minus square root of 5. There are 2 solutions. Writing like this, perfectly fine. Writing like that, again, perfectly fine. Okay, next. In this case, factorization is completely non-issue here, of course. We have decimals, you can't really do anything about it. So we have no other formula, no other method than just doing this. By the way, it's not x in this particular case. You're looking for t, so let's go ahead and do that. What's b? Negative 8.43, this one. So that's what you're getting, approximately speaking. Yeah, everything is approximate. We have decimals, so everything is approximate. So let's use this weekly equality stuff. Minus and another minus, so that became positive. And then this thing squared, all right? And 4 times, this is A, 2.725, okay. And then C is negative of that. Be careful about the sign. And then all you have to do is ask Mathematica to calculate, oh, one more thing, this one. Punch into calculator on your own. Well, I have a great calculator here with me, so I'll just ask Mathematica to do the computation. Plus minus, it will not handle, so I'll have to calculate separately. This is for plus solution, and this is for minus solution. And I'll ask Mathematica to calculate both. So one solution, or one approximate solution, is about 3.59944 something. And the second solution is negative 0.427 something. If this model came from application problem, and if t has to be positive, yeah, in a lot of circumstances, the application problems, the word problems, take only positive answers. In that case, you'll have to throw this one away. But this problem didn't really specify, so I have to get both of them. Let's see. Yeah, the same thing. So quadratic formula is really powerful. As for these kind of problems, you don't see it very often, not because it's not really important, but it's a lot of punching. And if you miss punch, you get, yeah, well, you just lose everything. So it's rather unfair. That's why math people, the math professors, usually do not write those kind of problems there. As for real-life mathematics problems, those are important. It's not something to be trifled with. So quadratic equality or quadratic formulae are an important trick. It's just that math professors do not write it very often because students dislike it because they tend to make mistakes. That's about it. I'm not going to be an exception. It's been a long time since I wrote a really complicated quadratic formula problem in any exams anywhere. All right, we're done with section 2. Let's meet again in section 3.